Hey, what's up YouTube? Stacking and packing here. Another $1,000 half dollar hunt. We got 2 boxes of NF String and Sun rolls in front of us. So let's go ahead and get into what we've got. Guys, we just did a video recently where we had an insane score, lots of silver. It was 66 silver half dollars. And this box, well, these 2 boxes that we have are gonna be insane as well. I'm sure you guys already see box number 2. We do have a Benji Ender, but let's get into our box as a whole. So we're gonna start off with box number 1, where we're gonna have a 229.6 roll right here up top corner. Then we're gonna have 8 other heavy rolls. Then we're gonna have our semi rolls. We're gonna have 6 of those, and we're gonna have another ender. This one's gonna be a 40%er. And I think this one falls into the semi range as well. So let's take a look at our box number 2, where we're gonna have 2 heavy rolls. One is gonna be an ender. This one is going to be a Philly minted Benji, and then we're going to have 2 semi-heavy rolls. We do have a couple of slightly heavies that are in the back, 225.7 to 225.9. I put them back there just because we have so many heavy rolls. So let's just go ahead and crack open a couple of rolls here, guys, and see what we've got in the first 3 rolls. Roll number 1, and we're gonna have silver, guys. It looks like we might even have a double silver roll. All right, the first one's in 1965. I'm gonna have to show the stream this one too because we are live right now. So let me just go off camera real quick for the stream. Guys, we are pulling silver out already on roll number 1. This is awesome. This is gonna be a crazy hunt. I think this might be possibly one here, and that looks like silver to me. Guys, double silver roll, roll number 1, 1967. Is the second coin. Wow, that is awesome. Let me just double check these, and I don't think there's any more in this one. So yeah, let's get into that next roll. We have 2 silvers to start the hunt already in box number 1. All right, roll number 2, we're gonna have another one, guys. Right there, I'm sure you guys all see it. Possibly 2. I think there's 2 here. Oh, it's 2. It's another double silver roll. Guys, this is insane. Let me show the stream real quick. We have 2 silvers. There's a sneak peek to the stream. Let me pull it back for you guys. Alrighty. 1968 Denver. That's our first one. Put that one to the side. And we got our second one right here. 1967. So awesome. And I don't think there's any more in this roll. And the one coin I was trying to grab, I wasn't able to. So no more in that roll. Let's get into roll number 3 and see if we've got anything in roll number 3. If it's going like the first couple of rolls here, we're gonna have a double silver roll in this one. And it looks like we have another, guys, this is gonna be an insane hunt. This is gonna be crazy. We have a silver right there, guys. Right there, we've got a silver. Roll number 3 of this hunt, and we've got 5 silvers already. Let me make sure that's not one. So that's not one there. Yeah, that's a silver, guys. 1966. So a 66 for roll number 3. Okay, guys, I don't see anything else in that roll, so I'm going to go ahead and cut off here, and I will bring you guys in for our next find. Okay, guys, we are on roll number 11, and we're going to have our next find. We have another silver. I did confirm it already, so let's go ahead and pull this one out. And it's a 1969 Denver. So that's silver number 6 for the hunt so far. I'll bring you guys in for the next one. Okay, guys, we're gonna have our next find here. And no, we are not on roll number 2. I just had to move those rolls back. This way our box doesn't fall off the table. So let's go ahead and pull it out. The stream saw it first. It's a 1969 Denver. I'm getting a little bit better at recording with one hand. So that's our next find. And another silver. We have all of our years so far for the 40%ers except for that 1970. So hopefully we can find that. And I'll bring you guys in for the next find. Okay, guys, we're going to have our next find for the hunt. Another silver. The stream saw it first again. Let's see what we've got. A 1967. So we got another 40%er. I believe that makes 8 so far. So we're over an ounce of silver right now. So I'll go ahead and add this one to the board and I'll bring you guys in for the next one. Okay guys, we have 3 rolls left in the box and we're gonna have, well, besides our heavy rolls I should say, and we're gonna have another silver, so this makes silver number 9. It's gonna be a 1968 Denver. So another silver 40%er to add to the board. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into those 3 rolls. We'll see if we pull out any more silver. And if we do, I'll bring you guys in for it. If not, I'll see you guys in the heavy rolls. Okay guys, very next roll, and we're gonna have another silver right there. Oops, and I just dropped it. So let me pull it out. It should be this one. And we've got a 1967. So another 1967 for the board. So 2 rolls left in the hunt. Sorry, not in the hunt, but in the box before we get into our heavies. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that one to the board and I'll bring you guys in for the next one. Okay guys, so our last roll for box number 1, we're gonna have another silver. I believe this makes 11 for the hunt now. So let's go ahead and see. And we're gonna have a 1969 Denver. So let's take a look at that reverse. Not too bad there. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually pause here before I get into the heavy rolls, even though this is the last roll, just so I can set up the camera on the tripod. Okay guys, so we're gonna get into our heavy rolls now. We do have an ender, we'll save this one. Let's see what it weighs first. 226.4, so we'll save that one. We have a 226, this one should be, 226.1. So let's get to opening up these rolls. And I actually don't see anything in this roll, which is kind of funny because our 40%ers were in regular weighted rolls. So that's kind of funny, but let's get into our next one here. 226.4. This is insane because we just had a collection dump and it's like we're having another one again. And I'm not seeing anything in this roll. So we're definitely gonna have to double check these rolls, make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't know how a 225.9 got in there. So let's see if there's anything in this one. Nope, nothing in this roll. But we're working our way towards our heavy rolls here, so I'm not too worried. 226.2. And is this? I don't think this is an ender. Nope, it's a 1984 on that side. Okay, guys, there we go. We're going to have silver. I see one. I'm not sure if this is going to be one here. No, that's not. So let's pull out that silver that we got right there. That's a silver reverse for sure. And we're going to have a 1967. So another 40%er we got for the board. And let me just turn it for the stream real quick. So another 40%er for the board. Let's get into our next roll here. 226.2. So I think that's another 226.2. And we have another 40%er, guys, right there. So let's go ahead and pull this one out. Just want to make sure that one next to it isn't. And that reverse is definitely a 40%er reverse. 1969 Denver. So another 40%er for the board. I'm just putting them to the side right there so the stream can enjoy as well. 226.4 on this roll. And we got another 40%er right there, guys. So let's go ahead and pull this one out. 1966. So I think we're at a total of 14 40%ers right now. So that's 2 ounces of silver. So a 1966 40%er. And now I think we're getting into our heavy rolls. So let me add our 40%ers to the board now. 227.3, so that's our heavy roll, or the start of our heavy rolls, as I'm losing my voice a little bit. And it looks like we've got a couple of 40%ers in here. Actually, it looks like we have 5 40%ers in here. So I see one right there. Let's pull that one out first. That's a 1967. We've got one right here. Oh, that's a 90%er, guys. 1964, our first 90 for the hunt. That one's a Philly. So 1964. We've got 2 right next to it, it looks like. A 69 Denver. Another one right next to that, if I can grab it. It's a 1969 Denver as well. And then we have, it looks like possibly 2 over here. I think that's going to be 2. Wow, is this 6 silvers in one roll? This is insane. 1966. Guys, I've never had 6 silvers in one roll unless it was a customer wrap roll. And that's another silver right there. 6 silvers in a roll, 1968 Denver. That was insane, guys. It's only going to get better from here because we have even heavier rolls. That was insane. 6 silvers, 1 roll. I just can't believe that. That is so crazy. Oh, and our scale turned off because of how long it took to pull out those 6 silvers. Quick sip of water for me. And we're into the, as I'm losing my voice again, and we're into our next roll, 226.9. Let's see what this roll has in store for us. And it looks like we're gonna have possibly 2 silvers in this one. I see 1 right here. We'll pull this one out, and 1 right there. And that's in 1969 Denver. Seems like the 1969 year is starting to come out a little bit more for us. And 1 right there, it looks like. And that is a 90%er, 1964. We love to see those 90%ers. That one's going to be a Philly. We don't often find any of the Denver minted 64s. And I'm going to take another sip of water because my voice is really going here. Seems like only when I do live streams my voice starts to go. 226.9. And we have an old edge there, guys. That's looking like it's going to be a Benji, I'm guessing. Let's go ahead and pull it out. Leave a comment down below what you guys think it's going to be, a Benji or a Walker or something else. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. Let's see what it is. And we've got a Benji, guys. This one's going to be a Denver minted Benji. And we're going to have a 1951. Seems to be the popular year for our collection dump scores. We're going to put our ender roll right back over there. Let's keep it going. 227.2. Guys, we got a bunch of silver in this roll. We have 1 right here, possibly 1 right here. I'm going to take a peek. That's not a silver. We have 1 right there. We have 2 right there, I believe. And yeah, I think that's what we've got. So let's take out that first one, 40%er, 1967. So we'll put that to the side. The next one here is going to be this one's definitely going to be a 64. Looks like someone tried cleaning it pretty harshly. And it's a 1964, so we got another 90%er. And then we have 2, it looks like 40%ers that are going to be back to back. Did we miss one just now? No, that's not one. Okay, 2 40%ers back to back, 1968 Denver. Not too bad. And another 40%er right next to it. Let's see what year we've got. 1967. Another one of our popular years that we find. 1967. Don't see anything else in that roll. Definitely gonna have to double check. Let's get into our next one. 227.1. Just gonna move some of these up towards the top here. So 227.1. Let's see what we've got in this roll. And it looks like it's another multi-silver roll. It looks like possibly 2 silvers in this one. I'm thinking a 40 and a 90. Let's pull out the 90. The 90 is going to be a Kennedy, and it's going to be a 1964 Philly. So that's our first one. And let's pull out our second one. This one looks like a 40, and it is. It's a 1969 Denver. So we got another 40%er and another double silver roll there. Definitely not complaining. Next roll, 227.1. We'll see if there's anything in this roll, meaning if there's anything more than 1 in this roll, or if it's just gonna be 1. By the way things have been going, it looks like it's gonna be more than 1. And it looks like we might have 3 40%ers in this roll. Actually, it looks like we have a 90, and 3 40%ers. So let's get into it and see what we've got. This is our first 40%er, 1968 Denver. Let's get into the next one. 1969 Denver. So we got a 68, a 69. Let's see what year we've got on this. Possible 90. That looks like a 90 to me. And it is. It's got the Denver Mint. Like I said, we don't get these too often. These 1964 Denver minted half dollars. I'll flip that one over for the stream to see. And it looks like we possibly have one right there. Not 100% sure on this one. Yeah, that's a silver. 1968 Denver. So 4 silvers in that roll. Is this one right here? No, that's not. That edge looked a little gray to me. All right, guys, our next one is going to be a 227.7, so that's our second heaviest roll for the hunt. These rolls have been insane, guys. And what do we have in this one? It looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 silvers in this one, including a 90%er. So let's go ahead and pull them out. I'm going to start off with the first one that I see, a 1968 Denver. Well, that's a 40%er, 1967. And this looks like a 90%er, 1964, if I can get it. Sorry, guys. 1964. Focus there. There we go. That one's going to be a Philly, not a Denver on that one. And this one right here, I think, is going to be a 40. Not too sure. Actually, it looks silver to me. And it is. It's a 1966. So another 40. That one's a dirty one. I'm not seeing anything else in that roll. Guys, I think we're going to do our ender roll first before we get into that heavy roll, because that's a really heavy roll. 1969 ender. Let's make sure this other side isn't an ender. It's a 1973. So let's get into our ender. We'll weigh it up. Looks like our scale turned off again because of how long it's taking us to go through these rolls. 226.4. We've got our ender side. Let's crack it open and see what we've got in there, if there's any friends with it. And it looks like that one's going to be a... Actually, nope, we got a friend there. We got a friend in that roll. Let's pull it. 1967. So that ender had a friend. And let's pull out that ender. 1969. Denver. Awesome. All right, guys. This one is going to be an insane roll. It weighs up super heavy. 229.6. So nothing on the end there, nothing on the end. Oh, yeah, we do have an ender. My bad. 1966 on this one. I forgot this one was an ender. So let's weigh it up again. 229.6. Let's get into this roll and see what we've got. This is going to be crazy with such a heavy roll. All right, guys. Looks like we got quite a bit of silver in here. I'm going to try and go and count one by one. We got one there, possibly one right there, one there, another one next to it, possibly one right there. I don't think this one is one. And then we got one right there. So let's go ahead and pull these out and see what we've got. We're going to start with our ender, which is a 1966. Our next one is going to be right here, if this is one. It is. It's a 1967 with some crazy, I don't know what this is on it, damage to it. So that's 2 so far for the roll. Let's see what's next. That looks like a 40%er to me. And it is 1966. My hand's getting a little tired from holding these rolls here. The next one is a Benji. We got a Benji, 1962. That one has some awesome toning on the reverse. That's going to be a Philly. So that's silver number 4 for that roll. Let me see if I'm missing anything here. Yep, there's this one next to it. Didn't want to skip to the end. That's a Denver minted 68. We have, let me see. Let me make sure this isn't one. I don't think it is. Oops. And that is not one. It's a 1971. And let's get into that last one. 1966. So we had quite a bit of silver in that roll. That was what? Six silvers, 5 40%ers, and a 90%er in that roll. That was insane. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and clear off the board, and then I'll bring you guys in for the first 3 rolls of box number 2. Okay, guys, so we went through those rolls. We didn't miss anything. Let's go ahead and get into the first 3 rolls for box number 2. Let's see if we can have just as good of luck in box number 1, where we got some silver in our first 3 rolls. Roll number 1, and I don't think I see silver. That one doesn't look silver, and it's not. So nothing in roll 1. Let's see, we still have 2 rolls left, or not left, but 2 rolls left to go through for our first 3 rolls to see if we have any silver in any of those. Nothing in that one there. And let's get into roll number 3 before we cut off and just start going through the rest of the box. And I'm not seeing anything in roll number 3. Looks like we have a gold-plated 1971, but that one's going to go back. So nothing in roll number 3. I'm going to go ahead and cut off here, and I'll bring you guys in for our first find. Okay, guys, so we are in roll number 10 of box number 2. We're going to have our first silver. It's right there. Let's go ahead and pull it out and see what we've got. And we're going to have a 1968 Denver. So our first silver for box number 2. And we're almost getting at 40, I think 40%ers for the hunt so far. So that's not too bad. I'll put that one to the side, and I'll bring you guys in for our next find. Okay, guys, so we're going to have our, I believe this is our second silver find for box number 2. So let's go ahead and pull it out. It's right there on the edge, 2 off from being an ender. And let's see what we've got. We've got a 1967 40%er. I think that makes 40%er number 39 for the hunt now. So we'll add that one to the board, and we'll see if we can make it 40. Okay, guys, so we found a couple of 40%ers for box number 2. Let's go ahead and get into our heavy rolls. We're going to start with a 226 on the dot. We do have that one ender that you guys probably see up there, that Benji ender. And it looks like we're going to have a 40%er here. We got one right there. Let's go ahead and pull it out. 1968 Denver. Looks a little bit nicer, just a bunch of fingerprints on it, but not too bad. And that reverse looks pretty good as well. So we'll put that one to the side. And I don't think I see anything else in that roll there. So let's get into our next one. So that puts us at 39, I believe, 40%ers for the hunt. I'll have to double check and see. We got a 226.3 roll. And I don't think I see anything in this roll. So let's get into our heavies. Let's see what we got for this one. 227.2. So that's a pretty heavy roll there. That's where we usually see 90%ers. So let's see what we've got. And I do see a 90%er right there. I don't think I see anything else in this one. So let's go ahead and pull this one out. It's probably going to be a 1964. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a 1964. And it is. We got a 1964, so another 90%er to add to the board. And I don't see anything else there. So let's get into our ender roll. 226.8. We've got an ender. This one's going to be a Philly minted Benji. So let's see if there's any 40%ers in there with it. This one might just be the only one in this roll, which is totally fine. And it looks like that's what it is. But we'll definitely take that. That's a Benji. So we'll take it. Let's see what year we've got. We got a 1962 Philly Benji. So that is awesome. Not too bad there. 2 90s and a 40%er. So I'm going to go ahead and double check these rolls, and then I'll bring you guys in for the wrap up. Okay, guys, so we did miss a couple of finds there. We missed a 1978 San Francisco proof. And we also missed a 1992 San Francisco proof. These are both pretty beat up proofs. So nothing too crazy on those. But let's get into our wrap up here. Our oldest find is going to be this 1951 Benji. We managed to find 3 Benjis. This one's going to be a Denver. We had 2 1962 Benjis. So here's this one with some cool toning on the reverse. And then we found 7 90% Kennedys from 1964 and our one and only 1964 Denver. So that makes 10 total 90%ers. And then we found 40 40%ers. So we actually killed it with the 40%ers. Insane. 40 of those and 10 90%ers for a total of 50 silvers. That's over 2.5. Well, that's exactly 2.5 rolls of silvers. So that was awesome. So let's go ahead and add our silver to the silver jar for the month of May. And it's starting to get full there, guys. So we're going to add in some right there. Try and space it out. I mean, it's about to overflow, really. This is a good problem to have. And then let's add these ones in. These are our 90%ers. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below, as well as leave a comment and subscribe if you guys are new around here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on our next hunt.